Welcome to Lesson 2, Key Skills Required for Mastering the Art of Public Speaking. In this lesson, we're moving beyond the foundational definitions and diving headfirst into the how. How do you actually become a compelling speaker? What are the specific skills you need to cultivate? This isn't just about theory, it's about practical application. We're going to equip you with actionable tools and techniques that you can start using immediately to improve your public speaking abilities. Get ready to level up your communication game and unlock your potential to connect with audiences on a deeper, more impactful level. Let's get started on this exciting journey. Building directly on the foundation we established in Lesson 1, we're now going to explore the essential skills that separate good speakers from truly great speakers. This isn't just about knowing what public speaking is, it's about understanding how to do it effectively. We'll dissect the core competencies, providing you with a roadmap for developing your own unique style and voice. Mastering these skills will empower you to connect with your audience on a deeper level, deliver messages that resonate, and leave a lasting impact. Remember, public speaking isn't just about talking, it's about connecting, inspiring, and making a difference. This lesson is your toolkit for achieving those goals. So, what exactly are we going to cover in this jam-packed lesson? First, we'll gain a clear understanding of the key skills required for effective public speaking, from crafting compelling content to managing your anxiety. Second, we'll explore practical, real-world examples of each skill in action, showing you how these concepts translate into tangible results. Third, you'll actively engage in a variety of exercises designed to help you develop and refine these skills, turning theory into practice. And finally, we'll delve into the crucial aspects of managing anxiety and adapting to your audience, ensuring you're prepared for any speaking situation. Adaptability is the name of the game. By the end of this lesson, you'll have a solid foundation in the core skills of public speaking and the confidence to start putting them into practice. Let's kick things off with skill number 1, crafting your message. This is the bedrock of any successful presentation. It's not enough to just have something to say. You need to craft a clear, concise, and engaging message that captivates your audience. This involves several key steps. First, thoroughly research your topic to ensure you have a deep understanding of the subject matter. Second, identify a central point or problem that you want to address. What's the key takeaway you want your audience to remember? Third, structure your content logically, using a framework that makes it easy for your audience to follow your train of thought. Think of it as storytelling. Create a narrative that draws your audience in and keeps them engaged from beginning to end. A well-organized presentation is a gift to your audience, making it easier for them to understand and remember your message. To illustrate the importance of content creation and organization, let's look at some practical examples. Imagine you're giving a work presentation. You need to research project details, identify key benefits and challenges, propose solutions, and structure your presentation with a clear introduction, body, and conclusion. Or perhaps you're sharing a personal story. You need to identify the main point you want to convey and organize the events in a way that builds towards that point, creating a compelling narrative. Finally, consider giving an informative speech, like one on climate change. You need to research the topic thoroughly, identify the dangers, and structure your speech to inform the audience and inspire action. In each of these examples, effective content creation and organization are essential for delivering a clear, impactful message. Think about how you can apply these principles to your own speaking opportunities. Now, let's put these concepts into practice with some hands-on activities. First, try outline creation. Choose a familiar topic and practice creating different outlines using structures like problem, solution, benefit, or what, so what, now what. This will help you learn to organize your thoughts effectively. Second, try the story arc exercise. Think of a personal experience and map out its beginning, rising action, climax, falling action, and resolution. This will help you identify the key message or takeaway from your story. Third, try mind mapping. Use mind mapping to brainstorm ideas, then arrange them into groups to form the structure of your speech. This is a great way to generate ideas and organize them in a visual way. Remember, practice makes perfect. The more you practice these activities, the better you'll become at crafting compelling and well-organized content. Moving on to skill number 2, delivery skills, which encompass both verbal and nonverbal communication. This is how you present your message to the world. It's not just about what you say, but how you say it. Verbal skills include your pace, pitch, volume, tone, and use of pauses. Nonverbal skills involve eye contact, posture, gestures, and movement. These elements work together to convey confidence, engage your audience, and make your message more memorable. Think of your voice and body as instruments. Learn to play them effectively to create a powerful and engaging performance. Practice in front of a mirror, record yourself speaking, and ask for feedback from trusted friends or colleagues. The more you practice, the more comfortable and confident you'll become in your delivery. Let's explore some practical examples of effective delivery skills. Eye contact. Maintaining consistent eye contact with different members of the audience makes them feel seen and connected. Tone of voice. Using a varied tone of voice can emphasize key points and keep the audience interested, avoiding a monotonous delivery. Body language. Adopting a confident and stable stance can project assurance. Even something as simple as the soft rock star pose can help. Virtual presentations. Be mindful of nonverbal cues to overcome the challenges of distance and lack of physical presence. Remember to smile, maintain eye contact with the camera, and use gestures to emphasize your points. In each of these examples, effective delivery skills are essential for connecting with your audience and making your message more impactful. Think about how you can incorporate these techniques into your own speaking style. Now, let's put these delivery skills into practice with some hands-on activities. First, record and review yourself giving a short talk and analyze your verbal fillers, pace, and tone. Also, observe your eye contact, posture, and gestures. Practice again, focusing on making improvements. Second, perform vocal warm-ups before any practice or actual speaking engagement to improve vocal control and resonance. Try sighs, lip trills, and tongue exercises. Third, mirror practice in front of a mirror to observe your body language and facial expressions. Pay attention to your posture, gestures, and facial expressions. Finally, if you tend to speak too fast, slow down and practice speaking slowly and deliberately, especially during the introduction. Remember, the key is to be mindful of your delivery and to practice regularly. The more you practice, the more natural and confident you'll become. Our third key skill is audience engagement. This isn't just about talking at your audience, it's about connecting with them. It involves understanding their needs and expectations, being authentic and letting your personality shine through, using inclusive language and telling relatable stories, and showing a giving attitude by focusing on providing value to the audience. Remember, people are more likely to listen to you if they feel like you're genuinely interested in them and their needs. Authenticity is the cornerstone of audience engagement. Be yourself, let your passion shine through, and connect with your audience on a human level. When you're genuine, your audience will be more likely to trust you, believe in your message, and take action. Let's look at some practical examples of audience engagement in action. Starting with a question can immediately involve the audience and pique their interest. Sharing personal anecdotes can create a sense of connection and make your message more memorable. Being situationally aware of the audience's energy levels and adapting your delivery accordingly is vital. If they seem tired, inject some energy or humor. If they seem confused, clarify your points. Polling the audience with a show of hands can provide real-time feedback and involve them in the presentation. These are just a few examples of how you can engage your audience and make your presentation more interactive and memorable. Remember, the key is to be mindful of your audience and to adapt your delivery to their needs and interests. Now, let's put these audience engagement techniques into practice. First, try the Know Your Audience exercise. Before preparing a talk, research or think deeply about who your audience will be, what their interests are, and what they hope to gain from your presentation. Tailor your message and examples to resonate with them. Second, practice telling short stories, focusing on making them engaging and relatable. Ask for feedback on how well the story connected with the listener. Third, pose rhetorical questions to prompt contemplation and introspection. This can encourage your audience to think more deeply about your message. Finally, welcome and greet audience members as they arrive to make them feel comfortable and create a welcoming atmosphere. These activities will help you develop your audience engagement skills and become a more effective and engaging speaker. Let's address a common challenge: anxiety management. Public speaking anxiety is incredibly common, so know that you're not alone. This skill involves learning to manage and even transform that fear into positive energy. It's about taking control of your nerves and using them to fuel your performance. Techniques include acknowledging and greeting your anxiety, reframing the situation as a conversation rather than a performance, focusing on the present moment, and understanding that your message is about serving the audience, not about yourself. Remember, your audience wants you to succeed. They're there to learn from you and be inspired by you. By shifting your focus from yourself to your audience, you can reduce your anxiety and deliver a more impactful presentation. Let's explore some practical examples and activities for managing anxiety. Deep breathing. Taking slow, deep breaths before speaking can help calm your nerves and center yourself. Positive mindset. Reminding yourself that you have a valuable message to share and focusing on the impact you can make can shift your mindset from fear to excitement. Regular practice. Practicing regularly can build confidence and reduce anxiety over time. The more you practice, the more comfortable you'll become. Visualization. Visualize yourself delivering a successful and engaging presentation. See yourself connecting with your audience, receiving positive feedback, and feeling confident and empowered. Try these activities. Practice deep, diaphragmatic breathing exercises regularly. Use positive affirmations to boost your confidence. And engage in aerobic exercise before your talk to reduce adrenaline levels. Remember, anxiety management is a skill that takes practice, but with time and effort, you can learn to control your nerves and transform them into positive energy. Finally, let's discuss listening and adaptability. Effective public speaking is not just about talking. It's also about listening, both to your audience's verbal and nonverbal cues and to the speaking situation itself. This allows you to adapt your message and delivery in real time to meet the audience's needs and respond effectively to questions or unexpected events. Think of it as a conversation, not a monologue. Pay close attention to your audience's body language, facial expressions, and verbal feedback. Are they engaged? Are they confused? Are they bored? Use this information to adjust your delivery, clarify your points, and keep them interested. Adaptability is key to success in any speaking situation. Be prepared to think on your feet, respond to unexpected questions, and adjust your message as needed. The more flexible you are, the more effective you'll be as a speaker. Let's look at some examples and activities for developing your listening and adaptability skills. Reading the audience. Observing the audience's facial expressions can tell you if they are understanding or engaged. Answering questions. Being prepared to answer questions thoughtfully and directly, even challenging ones, demonstrates confidence and respect for the audience. Situational awareness. Having situational awareness allows you to adjust your prepared content to better suit the context. Handling technical issues. Being prepared to adapt if the projector stops working or the microphone fails. Try these activities. In a conversation, focus intently on what the other person is saying, both verbally and nonverbally. Practice speaking on a topic with minimal preparation and ask for feedback on how well you responded to the audience. Remember, effective listening and adaptability are essential for creating a dynamic and engaging speaking experience. Alright, it's time for a quick check to see how well you've absorbed the key concepts from this lesson. This isn't a high-stakes test. It's simply an opportunity to reinforce your learning and identify any areas where you might need to review. Take a few moments to answer the following questions. What are the key components of content creation and organization? Name 3 verbal delivery skills. Why is audience engagement important? Describe 2 techniques for managing public speaking anxiety. And finally, how does listening and adaptability enhance your public speaking? Don't worry if you don't know all the answers right away. The goal is to learn and grow. Let's see what you've got. Congratulations on completing Lesson 2. You've now gained a solid understanding of the key skills required for effective public speaking. You've learned about content creation and organization, delivery skills, audience engagement, anxiety management, and listening and adaptability. Remember, the key to mastering these skills is practice, practice, practice. Apply these skills in various speaking situations, seek feedback from trusted sources, and never stop learning. In our next lesson, we'll focus on practical techniques for crafting compelling presentations, including storytelling, audience adaptation, and presentation structuring. Get ready to take your public speaking skills to the next level and become a truly captivating speaker. Thank you for your active participation, and I look forward to seeing you in the next lesson.